What makes a football club? Is it the pitch? The bricks and mortar? The seats and terraces? No, it's people, but not who you may think. It's easy to see the players, managers and icons at the forefront, but what about the people that really hold it together? The constants, the fans, the community volunteers, the people working around the clock to ensure every match day can go ahead. Those are who make a football club feel like home. Come with me to Garforth Town AFC as we delve into a few of these unsung heroes at the West Yorkshire side. Let's go beyond the touchline.
So I'd been coming up as a fan for a lot of years, and I'd got to know quite a lot of the people that were running the club, and they were talking about needing help to do this and that, and I'd be sitting here or watching the game thinking, I could do this a little bit different, or I'd do that a little bit different. And then circumstance really meant that I ended up in a meeting, and it just kind of went from there. And that was 3 years ago now, so yeah, gone all right. It's really varied. Sometimes I can be cutting or marking the pitch to help out the groundsman, or I can be talking to people to do a sponsorship package, or going and seeing our sponsors, or even negotiating and talking to players. But invariably it involves being at the club the vast majority of the days, and speaking to the manager nearly every other day.
Established in 1964, West Yorkshire side Garforth Town AFC have been a mainstay in the local community for over 60 years. Nicknamed the Miners due to the area's strong history in mining. Something the club might be known for nationally is when in 2004, Brazilian legend Socrates made a 15-minute cameo for the club at age 50. However, what are the regular trials and tribulations of running a non-league football club?
Everything is run on a shoestring, and it's really, as a football fan, it's really hard to not let your emotions get in the way of your wallet, or like to not spend based on your emotions. So balancing our ambition and our budget is really tough. We're very, very ambitious, and the rewards come in various different ways. I think seeing us win is obviously a very obvious reward. I enjoy that. Seeing the lads happy and thriving and developing, that's an obvious reward. The main one, when we got promoted through the playoffs, that's a party I won't forget in a hurry. So the success side of it is really obvious as the rewarding. But I actually find developing the ground hugely rewarding. The ground. We're lucky that we've got such a big stand that we're sat in now, but some other areas of the ground were sort of underdeveloped. So we've done things like move the dugouts and upgrade them, create a new hospitality area and create a fan zone area. And seeing those in use on match days is something that I find really rewarding. It's about being part of the community for us that we are part of, and for years we probably weren't. So we're out there, we're trying to engage with the local schools, the kids. And certainly we've increased our marketing and doing more on social media, trying to reach people in places that maybe didn't know where we were. And even having volunteers putting posters up, we're trying to reach people all over. Is a bit relentless. You've got to maybe do 50 to 60 things before you'll get one thing back. So we'll have to go into schools, or the local high school playing Garforth Town inspired kits. Has that transpired into every single child and then the parents coming up to the football? No, it hasn't, right? But we've got to keep doing it.
How big a part volunteers to the club?
Lifeblood. It's absolutely pure and simple. They're absolutely everything. We wouldn't survive without them. We don't really have any paid members of staff at all. Casual staff on a match day that work in revenue generating areas, but absolutely everybody else is a volunteer, washing the kit, cleaning the ball, looking after the changing rooms. You know, it doesn't happen without volunteers. And I think we're an important part of their life as well. I think it gives them an outlet and somewhere to go. A lot of them are retired now, and it keeps them, you know, the social interaction going as well.
One thing that's inevitable at this level of football is games being called off. Luckily, Andy and co have come up with an innovative way to make the most of a Saturday afternoon while still bringing players and fans together. With a Q&A session. First to speak was an injured but still full of energy manager Paul Marshall.
I feel alright, apart from a ruptured Achilles tendon. Obviously, we will try our best to give you an honest and appropriate answer, hopefully. Because we create a nice environment for players to play in, and the club have created a great environment for everybody to achieve the goals that we set ourselves, and hopefully we'll achieve them this season. We're not quite there, but we still feel that we can get to the top 5 and get a push for a playoff position. I believe that the club could be sustained at the next league above. And Andy knows that deep down. He pretends he doesn't know it, but I think deep down he'd like to be there, and he would find a way to make the club successful at that level as well as this level. The more people that we have who are positive, the better this club will survive and carry on going forward.
To fight, not near the top, but we were around the playoffs for a long period of time. I know we had a bit of a tough time again, but I think that was a big thing for the club, that we got pushed into this league and we competed more than comfortably. We beat a lot of teams, and I mean, we say all the time, when we're at our best, we'll beat anybody in this league. And I think last season was a really good season for us, and it shows that this season, hopefully, but next season we need to be pushing on to step 3 because we are.
There was still time for some fun and games though, and even some Polish singing.
Who told you this?
Jamadani via via, oi Kosova, oi Shqipëria, Rrezik dhe Shqipëria, sa madhe, oi Shqipëria.
Cold, windy, midweek fixtures are part and parcel of the game, but aren't for everyone. So what if you want to listen to the action at home? Well, in recent times, one man has become somewhat of a voice for all action at the Bannister Prentice Stadium. Tucked away in the press box is one Brad Machabunga.
I think for me, what makes Garforth really special is just how welcoming they were. I remember I was doing this for a project for my last year of uni, and everyone at the club was so welcoming from the moment I stepped in and started doing it. So I think that's what makes it really special. Being around a bunch of people always encouraging you what you're doing, and I think it makes it much more enjoyable and worthwhile. Well, I think commentating at Garforth is really enjoyable. I think it's just allowed me to practice what I enjoy doing, and the club's been very supportive since I first started doing it, so it's only just helped me grow more and more in confidence with each passing game.
Without access to traditional radio, Garforth used the club's mixer channel to provide commentaries for every home and sometimes away games for dozens of fans. For a promising commentator though, how has it helped him?
I think the biggest thing I've learned commentating here is that, it's okay to make mistakes. I've made a few in my time, and it's okay to listen to feedback as well. I've been given quite a bit of feedback since I first started doing it. So I think the biggest thing is just applying feedback, and it's okay to make mistakes. You don't need to beat yourself up about it. They all happen to the best, and just learn from them and just carry over to the next game and make sure you enjoy what you're doing.
Even if every goal wasn't spectacular to describe, Brad's commentary has given already rapidly developing Garforth Town an extra level of professionalism. Having said that though, it quite often isn't a one-man team. We head to Garforth's final home game of the season as the Miners take on Silsden AFC. And for today, there isn't just one match of hunger, but two. Whilst Brad is doing his play-by-play commentaries, his brother Darren could be doing anything from making social media posts, interviewing manager Paul Marshall, or even joining in as a colour commentator. So, what has this experience been like with the club?
What do I do with the club? Well, I usually do a fair bit of interviewing. I interview the manager Paul Marshall every week after games, and basically try and nab out the best answer you can give me, which is quite simple enough because you can talk quite a fair bit.
Yeah, good game of football. I thought we started brightly. I think they weren't expecting us to come out of the traps so fast.
Well, I find it's a really good experience to actually get down pitch side and actually see what it's like working in a real footballing environment. And I genuinely think that the club have been so welcoming for the past 2 years. So it's been genuinely a great experience, and they've been very supportive. Team coach, and you can just really feel the family environment in the team, which is genuinely beautiful.
How do you and Brad find commentating when you do it together?
Windy. Very windy, but usually Brad is so good at commentary, so it then spurs me on to do my best as well. And some of the games can be pretty dull, but the games that are really good, you can really feel how energetic they are, and then the crowd around you as well in a live environment is just absolutely nuts. It's genuinely a pleasure.
For his final interview with Paul Marshall for the season, he quizzed him on how the club is developing as a whole.
Yeah, I think, everybody can see the club is going from strength to strength. We've got so many volunteers now, where 7 years ago when I started, there was 2 or 3 people helping out, trying to do everything. But the volunteers are invaluable to a team like Garforth. We know we're improving as a club on and off the field, and hopefully next season we can have a proper push to get in the playoffs.
For some, it may seem excessive or even silly for non-league clubs to have media teams similar to professional clubs. In today's world though, it's never been more important for any club to have a solid social media and online communication presence. For years now, John McGorty has led the club's online efforts to bring the community closer together.
It's probably about 17 years ago now. They didn't really have they didn't have a social media presence that was giving out stuff to supporters. I took it upon myself to start Twitter and website with another guy, and it just grew from there. Started off going to games, took my son, started taking photos, and then just got more involved. Everything really, media manager maybe, but it's all the social media and videoing.
Being a part of the club for so long, what keeps him going in his voluntary role?
Just keeping everybody up to date, and there's always plenty to report on. I think it's been great the last couple of years. We've got lots of students getting involved, and it's really progressed a lot since we got promoted.
Don't you be trying to get involved in mine. I think I'd just like us to continue growing. I think we've stabilised ourselves at this level. I think we've got a squad that's 2 or 3 players off being able to push for promotion. We've got to generate the commercial opportunities to really do that and continue to develop the facilities around the ground. I think I'd really like to see attendances regularly break 500. I think that's a top medium term. So everywhere really develop on and off the field, but you can't develop one without the other, and one can't develop quicker than the other. Not without its ups and downs, but everybody's coming at it from the right way. And And I like to think that everything that I try and implement here, or when I have to have a difficult conversation, is backed up with thought and logic and reasoning. Because I think with football, we all want to win. You know, I wanted to be a footballer. I never was good enough to play at this level, but I want to win. I want the lads to go out and win every game. Invariably, football is a bit of a money game, so you can pay for a better striker and they might score you more goals, but it does come at a price, and you've got to make sure that you keep the lights on and the club survives. And I think that's the hard bit of making it sustainable. But you've just got to cut your cloth accordingly and be willing to have those conversations.
An entertaining 2-2 draw against Silsden means the Miners finish 9th in their second season at this level. With eyes towards promotion and heavy growth off the pitch, it's crucial, as with any football team, that the club keeps its people at its heart.